So this word called status delta, I learned this word from one of my mentors way back in the day, and it's something that stuck with me for a long, long time. And I realized that status is such a big thing. I think Perry Belcher also said, like, people really people take action because they want to align with a certain status, right? And if you're selling a solution or service, um, you have to align yourself with status. And that can be in your marketing, that can be in your fulfillment, that can be in the way you present yourself. Obviously, on this channel, right? Like my personal channel, just wear like hoodies and shit and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really matter for me, for the personal brand, because that's just how I want to present myself, right? I want to be genuine and, I don't want to make this seem like super artificial. But when it comes to selling high ticket, something that I have realized is this actually like sort of slapped me in the face, I think about a year ago, right? And one of the things I realized with working high ticket, I mean selling 20K plus ticket prices to B2B professionals, was you have to align with status delta, and you also have to make sure that you are sort of like the prospect, the way you look, the way you present yourself. So, what I realized was not only on the marketing side and the sales side, but also the product side, we had to up our status game, right? So that really meant, I mean, for example, like all my coaching calls, I do them off usually a good camera, 4K DSLR, and even I have a Shure mic, and that really helps, right? Present that status, and I'll sort of tie it all together at the end. But same thing as well at the marketing level. Like I don't record ads anymore with my tattoos showing or with half sleeve shirts. I'll always look like a real estate agent. That's who I'm selling to, right? So it's very, very important that you look like your avatar. Can't remember, someone was telling me this in a mastermind. They work with med spas and they work with dentists, right? So you should have like a regular med spa ad. And then they actually got one of the nurses that worked for one of the med spas to come and record an ad with her, what do they call those, scrubs on. And the ads started performing instantly better. So even now, right, like I'm always in the ads, but I always make sure that I'll have, I'll be well groomed and I'll always look the part. And small things, right? Even, for example, just wearing a small, like a Rolex in the ad does help. I think Ty Lopez has said this as well. I watched a reel from a guy named Jeremy Haynes. And in this reel, basically, he was talking about how he was shooting an ad with Ty Lopez, and Ty Lopez was like telling the cameraman to deliberately, almost like a low key in the background, have like, I think, girls playing basketball or something, right? And it painted the picture, right? Like, oh, like this is just his lifestyle. So it really does make a big impact in your marketing, especially the marketing for sure. And I realized that for my own business too. Like, we used to record ads back the day with like no status delta, right? And you'll realize how much an effect this has, because when you actually take a look at how many people see your ads and the impact it has, you want to stay consistent, right? And the congruency in your marketing is important. This is one aspect of congruency, which is, making sure you are congruent the way you look and the way you speak. And for myself, I realized that, we were obviously crushing on the marketing side and the sales side. I got my sales team to all wear white dress shirts, wear a watch. Our top closer wears a blazer, just like as most real estate agents do, especially the top ones. And the same thing, for at the marketing level, the ad level, we only shoot ads with white dress shirts now, right? Or light blue. Light blue or white. I haven't shot one yet with a light blue. It's on my, I still gotta press that shirt, honestly. But those are two colors that are really aligned with B2B, right? So what I want to show you as well today is like going the extra mile. So even on our back end team, I realized that it's me on the back end team, and it's also a stud that works with us in the back end. He's crushing it at the back end. He's like really running the whole ship, and obviously, he's gonna make a lot of money as a byproduct of that. And one of the things that we realized in the back end was we need to up our status game, right? So everything on the coaching calls as well. That means, having a good camera setup. So for him, obviously, I'm like, you don't have to get a 4K camera setup, but we just shipped him an iMac computer, because these usually have pretty good camera setups, right? And they have a good, decent mic too. So small things like that are very, very important. And also the uniform too. I realized like for the longest time, I actually never had a uniform for my company. So I went to Hugo Boss and we bought like, I don't know, whatever, it's like almost $400 or $500 worth of polo shirts. There's three of them. And they're like custom fitted, like it's really sharp. And then they allow the company colors. I'll show you guys them in the next like 10, 15 seconds here. But We got them made and they got the company logo stitched on them. And obviously over time we're getting more and more merch. But it's something that I realize is like so important with elevating your status, right? Because it helps in the small things too. Like especially for like a lot of our client success is dictated on like how well we can. We're almost like a personal trainer, right? Once our client comes and works with us, we have to push them up the mountain to get them success. And you know, to command that, it's almost like a personal trainer. Like if a personal trainer is not in shape and they're telling someone to get fit, it just sort of like it doesn't really work, right? So for us, for example, we had to up our status as a whole team on the back end too to really command that, right? And we realized that it does have a big impact, right? And we realized like we started having clients come in and start saying stuff like, "You guys are so well put together on the back end. It's so structured. It's so streamlined." And I think this thing is obviously it's more of like a thing that's not really necessarily always trackable, but I do think that you want to professionalize your business, right? And I realized that too when I look at a lot of big companies, they have a pretty decent brand, right? Now, whether that be a personal brand or whether it be a company brand, they do show up in the right way. And I mean, a lot of industries are already like this. This is really for entrepreneurs. I think it's very, very important. I know a lot of entrepreneurs might be like, oh, well, oh, I can do whatever I want. It's my own business. You can do it whatever you want. But does it hurt to do this, right? If anything, it actually improves your business and it makes you seem more professional. So for myself, this is something that we are doing. And I'll show you quickly here on my screen, not even the screen, I'll split the camera. I'll show you guys. So you can see here that Hugo Boss makes some pretty good polos. It's a quality fabric too. And then you got the logo stitched on. So I'm probably going to be shipping these out to the team members. Also, 2 of them for me and 1 for the team members. Probably ship on more colors and everything too. Might be some blue ones in there. And I looked at it. I was like, eventually we're going to have client events. And in general, this helps raise the status of the entire team. And I realized that this is something that's going to be a game changer. So if there's anything that I can really share with you guys today, it's that up your status in every single level because people want to align with status, right? That's why people really, work, right, with you because they want to align with status. So I mean, this is something that I had to realize the hard way because someone literally commented on one of my ads, or not even on my ads. I had like someone literally told one of our salespeople, right? He was like, if I'm going to pay you guys 15.8 grand, I mean, it's hard for me to trust you guys because your founder's sitting there with like a random shirt. And I was like, I took it personally, right? So it does make a lot of difference. And obviously some people can be like, oh yeah, well, whatever, screw that guy. I don't care. Like if he doesn't work my way or the highway, but it's like, for me, I look at it from perspective of like serving my company. And if it helps my company and my employees and my team members' lives get better, I'll do whatever it takes, right? So that's pretty much what I want to share. I just thought I'd record this video before my next call here. With that being said, if you guys want more videos just like this, I document everything as I'm building a company that's doing multiple 6 figures a month. We're trying to get to 7 figures a month. We're really documenting everything out there as I build this company up. There's a whole series called I think it's called Road to 1 Million. So funny, I don't remember my own series name, but I document everything from the inception of this offer of us writing the copy, writing the sales letter and everything. And now it's already doing, upwards of 400K plus per month. So we're going to keep this momentum going and I'm going to document everything as we get to an 8-figure run rate and eventually a $1 million per month run rate. And I want to document everything. I don't know where this company is going to be in 2 years, 3 years. I'm excited about the growth and I just want to be there documenting along the way. So if you guys want more content just like this, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you guys like and like the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.